from around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, "It's an honor," but he added, "Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting blocked shots, and things of that nature always ranked above that." Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Under down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at small forward. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the 1. Clark up front. That's where the game will likely be won or lost in this one.
Great talent, no doubt, on the front lines here. But if for some reason they cancel each other out, then you know where it's going to be decided, in the backcourt with guys about your size, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. So the Clippers win the tip. And here's Beverly. With the floater. 6 on the shot clock. Williams passes to Harrell. Over Davis. And it's Harrell missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Count it. Good. LeBron's got the opening field goal of the game for the Lakers.
I love the way James maintains his concentration, even against tight defense there. I mean, looks like the defense had no chance.
Now, here's Beverly. To the inside, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
A free throw off from Harrell. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
That's good for George on the assist by Leonard.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Now here's Rondo. Here's the teardrop, and it's good on the way in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the float.
Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Williams finds Harrell. George with the ball. LeBron grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Rondo passes to LeBron. The Lakers rebound. And Davis gets it to go.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
8 feet away, uses the glass to drop it in.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
James looking around. Green dishes to Davis. James outside. Back to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. Davis has got his second basket of the game.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Now here's Williams. Here's Harrell. And Davis sends it back. James with it. Outside, Green. Back to LeBron. Over Beverly. And again, it's the Lakers.
You know, because James is such a consistent, confident shooter from the mid-range, you just can't afford to let him get comfortable.
And the feeling has been that the Lakers needed to acquire more veteran talent to put alongside LeBron, and they've done just that.
And, you know, time is creeping up on LeBron. He turns 35 this season. Really, for the Lakers, the time is now if they're going to compete to get him another ring and perhaps themselves another banner.
And some changes here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. JaMychal Green comes in for Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Lou Williams.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Green. Pass to Beverly. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Cook. Cousins trying to free himself up. Cook, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Beverly. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bucket is good.
And, you know, Beverly has great speed. Snake-like in how he slips through the defense on the drive.
Lakers leading by 6. Cook looking it over. And the pass to Cousins. Fader on the way. And the shot goes down.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Beverly finds Green. Here's Shamet. That one's not going to go. Caldwell-Pope with some nice D. Here's Cook. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Outside, George. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 8-point game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. There's the foul against the Clippers.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of this game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, James.
Well, there are only a handful of players who've been on the line more often than LeBron, and no surprise, every one of them a Hall of Famer. That's where he's headed to.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis, and Daniels subbed in for Caldwell-Pope. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Now George. From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times or you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
They've got JaVale McGee, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Bradley, and it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Cousins, he can't hit that time, so the Clippers will take it the other way. Nobody near George. No good with the triple. Lakers leading by 8. And perhaps the most shocking news of the NBA offseason, Greg, the trade of Paul George. Nobody saw that coming.
Took a ransom of draft picks to get him off the Thunder. Kawhi Leonard recruited him to join him on the Clippers, and Paul obliged by demanding a trade. Came together quickly and caused a major power shift in the West.
Clippers with the ball. Following the 3 by the Lakers. Baseline jumper. Goes back up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I like how George looks for contact. He kind of seeks it out. He doesn't back away from the hard physical contact. He knows he's going to get a chance to get to the line when he does take the contact.
First one falls for him. Clark, I'm going to get a little detailed here, but in terms of footwork in the post, who really impresses you?
Well, there are a number of guys, Kevin. I mean, you think about it. Kevin Durant is a lethal scorer and does a lot of his work off the dribble and in transition on pull-up threes. But when he is a post-up threat, and he does get posted sometimes, his footwork is superb, absolutely superb. Joel Embiid comes to mind, big fella with feet of a ballerina. Jokic does a great job with his feet, not nearly as athletic as Embiid or Durant. And then I would put Kawhi Leonard outside of a big guy. I mean, he's not a big guy in terms of position, but boy, he is very efficient down in the low post when he gets it there.
Good name.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now, here's Bradley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. He can't get that one to fall. George with the defensive effort. And here's Leonard from 3. And the rebound goes to Rajon Rondo. And so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. It's Bradley on the wing, defended by George. Fade away, and a Shamet with the rebound. Clippers trail by 7, and on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing. And all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Lakers leading by 7. Kuzma with it. Williams picks him up. Here's McGee. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from McGee. I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
And that one's good, Shamet.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here's Rondo. Throws it up high. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's George. Banked in off the glass. And now it's just a 4-point Laker lead.
You know, he started the game knocking down shots, guys, and now in the second quarter, he's taking it to another level.
Here's Rondo. McGee.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
And the Clippers call time here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And the Lakers making a change here. Davis is checked in. Williams passes to Harrell. And here is Shamet. Teardrop shot. The shot missing. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Green. He gets it in there. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Kuzma. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. The 3-pointer no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Good on the bucket. George has got 10 points in the game.
Taking advantage of that length inside, George has the size and touch to score with ease from there.
George against Rondo. Passes to Davis. Over Harrell. That one a little long. Clippers trail by 6.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
You can't just heave it, though. I mean, it's got to be a quality shot.
Leonard attacking. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Here's Davis. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, 6 points for him. And for the Clippers, they're shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Now here's Williams. Five to shoot. Fires the 3. That shot, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
I mean, they was important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot. And We got our offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket and just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They have a solid 8-point lead. Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew that bench. Matter of fact,
And that should do it.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Paul George really making a difference here.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Setting the floor for the Clippers. The 2 stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And Harrell's in at the 5.
And looking back, an underrated part of the DeRozan-Kawhi trade, the Raptors also getting Danny Green. Green, one of the better 3-and-D wings in the league, way more than a throw-in.
Inside, here's Davis. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Harrell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's George. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor. And you look at Danny Green's play. He had both ends. Hard to believe the Spurs gave him up.
I mean, over 40% from long range. Locked down defensively. Not a lot of flash, but plenty of substance to his game.
Clippers trail by 4. Williams finds Harrell. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Leonard. Makes it off the glass. Leonard's got 8.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
6 to shoot. Here's LeBron. Here's Davis. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 8 points for him.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Williams scanning the floor. Pass to Leonard. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. The Lakers in the lead. And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Avery Bradley comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Troy Daniels, he's checked in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. Green comes in for George. Here's James, and James throws it down.
LeBron James knows the meaning of the word layup, but he's much more interested in throwing it down when he can.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Now here's Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Bradley, no one around him, but they'll get another chance. And here is Cousins. He kicks it to Cook. Just 5 on the clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Tries again, and there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist from Cook. Cousins has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Can't forget about the mid-range, Jay. Cousins rising up with confidence from there.
Williams finds Zubats. And Leonard has it in the corner. Outside, Green. And the 3 off target.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
James dishes to Cook. And there's the pass to Daniels. Lets it go. And that's good for 2. And now a 6-point Laker lead. And the Clippers call time here. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. JaVale McGee comes in for Quinn Cook, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Troy Daniels. Shamet kicks to Beverly. Shoots over Bradley. And it's JaVale McGee with the rebound. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bradley can't get it to go. It's stolen by Bradley.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the first one at the line is good. And Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Down low, here's Rondo. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Lakers lead by 10.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Zubats the pass to Leonard. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life.
Back to Rondo. Shoots from 12. Yep, that one goes. Rondo's got 4 points this quarter.
And there's nobody any better in terms of running the pick and roll than Rondo. He's ready to shoot as soon as he comes off the screen.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. Here now, a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Green. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So the Lakers 5 right now. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. And it's Rondo in at the point guard position. James left side. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Lakers?
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
With the fadeaway. And it's Green missing. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. They trail by 11. Shamet finds Green. Now Beverly. He's covered by Rondo. Harrell the pass to Beverly. Clock at 6. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's Beverly missing. Lakers leading by 11. Right side, Green. James, the pass to Rondo. Lakers working the ball around now. Shots good by Green.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Shamet the pass to Harrell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Davis.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harrell. And the Clippers making a change here. Williams is checked in. And both free throws good for Harrell.
You look at the Lakers desperate to surround LeBron with talent to win now. They have improved, but is it enough to go deep in the West? So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
Clippers trailed by 13. Ball's knocked loose. On the wing, James. Again, the Lakers. And the Lakers, for decades, Clark, a magnet for superstar free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in recent years, more of a mixed bag in that regard. Whether it's the turmoil in the Lakers organization, I think that's part of it, or the prospect of playing in LeBron's shadow. A number of elite players have elected to go elsewhere thus far.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
To the wing right side. Outside, Green. From deep. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Green against Williams. Kicks it to Harrell. Back to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Great D that time from Green. Lakers leading by 15. LeBron with it. Over Leonard. Great D that time from Leonard. The Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Passes it to Williams. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. James against Beverly. Offside Rondo. Back to LeBron. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. LeBron's got 11 points here in just the second half. And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 17. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And, guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Beverly deciding where to go with it. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Lakers. Clark, it seems that guards are rebounding now more than ever. What do you make of that trend?
You know what, Kevin? I think it's a function of how the game is played. More and more teams play small ball, where they really don't have a big guy out there or a traditional center out there. You may have guards and wings, and oftentimes your tallest guy might be 6'8". So it makes it important for guards and everybody to rebound the ball. So I think you see more guards getting more rebounds because of teams playing small ball as a function of the three-point shot's importance in the game.
All free throws good from Beverly.
Man, I tell you, you really have to appreciate how much Beverly hustles. He plays hungry and with an edge. He's skilled, though, on both ends of the floor in addition to that.
Harrell against LeBron. Outside, Green to the paint. Kuzma kicks to Rondo. Lakers working the ball around now. Green dishes to Rondo. No good from outside. Clippers trail by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Lakers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Anthony Davis.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Beverly against Rondo. Beverly finds Harrell to the middle. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Boy, George has major hops. I mean, this guy just gets up big time for these throwdowns.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Davis surveying the floor. Outside, Green. Kuzma outside. Here's Rondo. Off target from outside. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Anthony, tell us the focus for the team coming into the game tonight.
Well, before we started the game, Coach came in and told us that we knew what we had to do. We were trying to stop a lot of their actions, and, our biggest focus for the game was guard the ball. That's what we did coming out of that timeout and never looked back.
And it led to a win. Thank you for your time, Anthony. Back to you, Kevin.